There are ones around the world who are acting as visionaries right now, and you're one of those. And that's why you're feeling there's a big project. And the invitation is to see that while there seems to be limits being placed on some things, and in a way, you're almost at a disadvantage if you're not seeing them. As the limitations are placed, they're actually there to help your mind soar. They're actually there like a squeeze in the mind to make the mind pop out of its box of the way it's been thinking before and soar into a totally new state of perceiving, a new way of approaching, by, of course, tuning directly into the Holy Spirit for what's truly helpful in every instance. And as a result, we're being honed rather than forced, honed into a new way of being and coming out the other side of this retreat, for want of a better word, that everybody in the planet has been given, which is extraordinary. The invitation is to come out with that clarity of communication moving forward that then informs how we are and how we behave. And so even your business dealings are important within that. Because I've been told as we approach, it seems arbitrary, this 30-day that I was given to do, but there's something the Spirit is honing my mind down into, and it is the idea of not changing anything, accepting everything exactly as it seems to be, not to say that the form is good or bad or anything, but it's simply what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing it because it's a projection of the mind. There's no point in fighting it. It's trying to communicate something, and it's almost like you're doing a tea leaf reading as you look over your portfolio. It's like, okay, what am I seeing? What have I never liked doing? And yet, like now, you feel inspired to in the communication device, you see. So that's a clue. That's interesting. What is it that I've always wanted to do that I'm not doing? And where have I placed a limitation on my mind that it's not possible? Where can I see it's now safe to communicate that I would like that? When I listened back to yesterday's audio, it was really about, like, if you're not clear on the desires that you have, they'll be at odds with you, even though they're desires that the Spirit can easily handle and harness. If you hide them from yourself because you think they'll threaten other parts of your life, then that lack of transparency within the mind, it's not between people even, will affect and have you at odds with yourself because the conflicting desires cancel each other out. And so you only need a conflicting desire where 1% of you doesn't want to do something or has an objection to something, and it cancels out the 99% that does have a desire to do something that maybe is guided for you. So the not being aware of those inner conflicts or desires, or thinking that it's this or that, rather than seeing that they're not mutually exclusive, that if given to the Spirit, anything is possible. You can have a fruitful at home life and a portfolio and be in service 100%. And so just the ideas that we know you've faced before, the ideas that it's either's ours, which kill you. And so don't miss the chance, though, to allow the revolution in the mind to upend all that for a moment. The reason we're here. So now it's the distilling of the clarity. And the clarity is all about that line that I keep quoting, and I will be for the next 5 days, from A Course in Miracles, about the truth is simple. That's what it says the truth is. The simple truth is that all minds are in communication. Once you accept that, it doesn't affront anything that you previously believed. It doesn't attack anything. It just dissolves it by our witnessing to the presence of that simple truth. All minds are in communication. I mean, that's just amazing. That's the miracle. And that's all you and I are being asked to hold and keep at the very forefront, almost like a meditation over the next while. It's like the immediacy of salvation. You're in the holy instant going, I'm just suddenly not worried about any of that anymore. It's just gone. It's just gone. And so the Spirit's saying to us, you have the disinfectant for the false cause and effect in the mind. And all I'm asking you to do is simply hold, like a Clorox tablet that dissolves in water. Hold this in awareness, and it will just, by osmosis, dissipate into every false belief and resolve and dissolve it. You know, because that's the truth. It's already been resolved. It's already been dissolved. You'll be in the solution, in the capital A answer, and everything else that seemed a problem before, you just be like, you'll hardly be able to retain awareness of, what was it I was worried and preoccupied about a minute ago? Just be gone.